Bitcoin's down 50% in a week. Is it time to panic, or do you just not care? My name's Dav Morse. I'm here to encourage and inspire you to make the most of your money, to be generous and to impact lives beyond just yourself. In today's video, I want to take a look at the week in crypto, get a little bit of perspective. If you're feeling panicked, stressed, let's address why that is, and if you're feeling great, let's focus on why. We'll go into whether I'm buying the dip and how you should go about making your investment decisions. If you're in any way into personal finance, you can't have escaped the news this week that it has been a disaster for cryptocurrencies. Almost all cryptocurrencies are down, apart from Polygon, Matic, randomly. If you're interested in crypto, how is this making you feel? And if you're standing on the sidelines, how does that make you feel? Pay attention to these feelings. Let's be honest, it's absolutely no fun to see your portfolio value, the number on the screen, cut in half. But what does it really mean? If you're investing in the right way, then you shouldn't feel anything at all. Meaning that this was supposed to be money that you were prepared to go to zero. So as it approaches zero, you can say, oh well, that's a shame. At the end of the day, I knew it could happen, and in no way is this going to affect the quality of my day-to-day life. If you're feeling stressed or worse about this dip, then maybe you should ask yourself the question, have I invested more than I wanted to? Have I invested more than I should have done? Let's just zoom out a little bit to keep it in perspective. Now, Bitcoin may be 50% down in a week, but if you look back at the start of the year, January the 1st, Bitcoin is actually up over 30% since the beginning of the year in just 5 months. That is an absolutely phenomenal performance by any asset class. So are you investing or are you gambling? If you're investing thinking that this asset might be worth more in a few weeks or a few months, then you're not investing, you're gambling. Nobody knows what the price will do in the short term. Nobody knows whether the price is going to go up or down in the next few weeks or months. If you're going to buy an investment, you need to be asking yourself the question, is this going to be worth more in 5 or 10 years' time than it is now? Not, is this going to be worth more in a few weeks or months? What's happened in crypto this week is obviously not fun at all. But if I look objectively at the technology for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for Cardano, if I look at what the technology can achieve in the future, banking for the unbanked, research into renewable energy, then for me, nothing's changed. The reason for buying in the first place hasn't changed at all. Blockchain technology is here to stay, and it will be a major part of the future. And it's just going to get bigger. If you're new to investing in general, and particularly if you're new to crypto investing, I really want you to think hard about what you're investing into. If you think of this as a high interest savings account which just goes up and up, then I really would encourage you to look at the market cycles of cryptocurrency. This is not a high interest saving account that goes up. What goes up can crash just as quickly. The quicker something rises in price and the more it rises in price, the quicker then it can come tumbling down. Investing in general relies on putting up with volatility, and investing in crypto even more so. If you're not expecting these price fluctuations, the prices to go down just as fast as they're going up, I'd really encourage you to investigate, research what it is you're investing into. If you can't explain what something is and why you're investing in it, then you've got no business investing in it at all. If the only reason that you've got for investing in it is because it's going to the moon, or because of FOMO, then just stay away. I've said it before on this channel, if you've got enough income from investments or from a job that you can pay for food, you can pay for accommodation, so you've got a roof over your head and something to put in your mouth, then you've got enough. If you've got more than just enough to feed yourself and keep a roof over your head, then you need to start thinking, how am I going to be a good steward of what's left over? How am I going to be able to be a blessing to other people, to be a blessing to myself, and to be a blessing to my future self by investing in something that's going to go up in the long term? The money that I put into investments, I treat it as being untouchable. It's not something that I invest and then think, oh, I'll pull it out in a few months just to buy a little bit of this or buy a little bit of that. I'm going to keep it there for probably at least 20 years, if not more. That's why a 50% drop in value doesn't faze me at all, because I don't need the money for my quality of life right now. If you're investing money that you're going to want to use in the next few years, then you should definitely not be investing it in the stock market, and you definitely should not be investing it in crypto. It's just too volatile. That's when people get into real difficulty. They think, oh, just invest and it'll be worth more in a few months' time. And then when it's not, then you get massive, massive problems. For sure, it pays off for some people, but just like playing roulette pays off for some people, for most people, it's going to go horribly wrong. Instead, you can ask yourself the question, is this going to be worth more in 10 or 20 years' time than it is now? Not enough people evaluate their decision-making process based on the decision that they made with the information that they had at the time. Most people will look at the outcome and say, well, the outcome was okay, therefore the decision was okay. Or the outcome is bad, therefore the decision was bad. But that's just not the case. Too many people evaluate the decision based on the outcome. It's like having a blackjack hand of 20 and then twisting and getting an ace. That's not a good decision. The outcome was good, but it wasn't a good decision. You just got lucky. Standard deviation happened to work in your favor. The same goes for your investing decisions. Make your investing decisions based on the information that you have at the time. Don't base it on whether you think you might get lucky in the short term. Am I buying more? I haven't changed my long-term strategy since I made this video right here, so why don't you check that out? And if you do decide to invest in crypto, if you use my link below, we both get some free Bitcoin. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for having me. Peace out.